Respectfully. Yo, what's going on, everybody? Before we get into the episode of Respectfully, we just wanted to give a quick disclaimer. There are some themes within this episode which can be quite triggering and sensitive to some of you out there listening and watching. Themes of drug use, themes of mental health awareness. And we don't poke fun or play caricature at them. We discuss them quite openly whilst also remaining a comedy podcast. And because these themes are in here, we also felt it was important that at the top of this episode that we give you this disclaimer and also give you some information that you may not know yourself. If ever you feel like anything in this episode or in your day-to-day life can be quite triggering with your mental health, there are places you can go to check out. One of them that we often promote is mind.org.uk. It's a charity that is out there to help people that may be struggling with their mental health. If you go on the website, they have ways that you can communicate and contact people, whether it be over the phone, via messaging, that you can get assistance and help when you feel like you don't have that from people around you. Also, theme of drug use is in this episode. Our guest is very open about some of the trials and tribulations that he's been through. And if you can relate to some of these things and would like some assistance, talktofrank.com is a great website you can go to that give advice of how you can kick addictions or things that you can do to try and temper your temptation to go back to them. Talktofrank.com is a great website. Check it out if you are somebody that requires that help and assistance. Now, with that being said, let's get into the Respectfully podcast.
We're gonna get fucking cancelled, man.
No, we're not. We're not.
No, don't say that.
We're definitely not. Not with Jimmy.
I hope not. Nah,
everyone's throwing it to Jimmy.
Everyone likes Jimmy, and that's why I think. Sorry, let me just wrap the whole start. That's why I think I fell so quickly.
Okay.
Because I was on such a run, and everybody, it was just a good time. Comedy, performing. I was making money, and then when it all kind of started to, I had nothing else.
Okay.
And that's where I think I fell mentally, and that's what my whole new hour's about.
Yeah.
So after all of that and I went through that rubbish, and I was saying at the start, I started indulging in drugs. I got really into that, like no offense, but like the white man do it. But so like them, man, it was like, like I'd go anywhere, but like, rack them up then, bro, what we doing? Yeah. It's 11 a.m, rack them up. I go to barbecues. When I'm doing that barbecue, racking up, how am I going to eat the barbecue?
Serious?
Bro, I go to barbecues like, kick it! And I've just been them doing the barbecue, and I'm at a barbecue where I've gone to eat. So now I can't eat.
So you've been on the stuff,
bro. I was on the stuff.
Let me tell you something.
I was on the stuff. I'm not on it anymore. I've completely quit. But there was a time.
I'm glad you're off of it.
Yeah. Now I'm just, you know what I'm saying. That just relaxes, man. Yeah, but
weed you can.
I don't even think that's really. I don't even believe.
Brother, can I say, before I even knew that you was on it, everything about you screamed, Jimmy does coke. Everything about you screamed.
Really?
What? Bro, you met Jimmy today. Everything about you, your energy, right? Scream.
Sorry.
No, I don't mean it badly, but everything about you screamed.
What is it about me that screams it?
Well, the fact you go, what is it about me that screams?
You know what?
He's got hyperactive energy, right?
For sure, yeah. 100%.
Bro, everything about you screams. Jimmy does.
You know what I don't anymore, though. I think this is just how I am now. But there was a point where to get out of bed, I needed that. That's what I'm saying. So I do that in the morning. Do another one in the afternoon. I'm not eating, by the way, bro. That's why I've put on so much weight now. Man, got big belly now because I'm normal again. But at the time, I'd wake up in the morning, do a thing, afternoon, do a thing, and then I'll go and do a show. Yeah. So sometimes, like that day, I'm at the show and I'm tweaking, bro.
Was you tweaking?
I'm tweaking, bro. Sweating out my nut. Do you know what I'm saying? But I'm just, oh God, got to catch the train. If I don't catch the train, I'm not going to get home. So I'm tweaking off my nut. I'm not myself. And there was a few shows I've turned up at tweaking. And that's why I stopped doing comedy for about 8 months, because I was like, I need to sort my fucking shit out. I can't keep going on stage
and
like this. Dry them out. Yeah, I don't touch it, bro. But dry them out. Bro, I turned up to, where was it? I think it was a show I was doing with Filio and them. I think I'm my bros, man. And I've turned up, my mouth is so dry. I got about 3 minutes into the set and I just stopped and I was like, I need a drink. Someone get me a drink, please.
But I used to just think that because you weren't good with your facial hygiene, like you know Vaseline or nothing. I never knew it was because you was off your right.
First and foremost, dickhead. I was never a crackhead.
I didn't know it was like.
I was always well groomed. I just remember that I had a big beard that wasn't nice like yours.
Wow.
Yeah. No, I wasn't shaving. I wasn't nothing. I was getting out of bed and going around. I got to do a show tonight. The only way I can do the show is if I do 3, 4, 5 lines. So let me get up, do these lines. You know what? Because you know what it was? I was just sad, bro. And look, this isn't, I love all my brothers. Even you now, I think you're mad cool. I don't know what it is about you, but you're mad safe. And
everyone loves
I really love
everybody.
I don't know what it is about
all
you.
the messages we get about how they love Micky.
Like I've met you, I fucking don't even barely know you, but I just think he's a fucking legend, man. I'm gonna follow him after this and everything. Like he's mad cool, but there's like, I forgot what I was gonna say. Shit. What was I saying?
About the lines that you're doing to get up out of bed.
So so I do 3 foot. So I've done this show. Sorry, and
with Filio and that,
yeah, and I had no peas. Oh God, I completely lost my train of thought thinking about how nice he is. No homo. Sorry, bro. I just wanted to say how much I think you're cool, and I just completely forgot to say. But basically, what I'm saying is, I needed that to get out of bed. Do you know what I'm saying? And I needed to do that. That's it. I was just sad. So that's what I was gonna say. So I have so much love. I see you on the telly and I think, fucking big ups, my bro. I see Judy and I'm like, that's my auntie Judy. Yeah. She's killing it. Axel now, smashing it. But let me be completely 100% transparent with you. It wasn't always like that, bro. It was not always like that, bro. At one point, I'd see these men doing well.
It hurts.
Bro, I would break down.
Bro,
completely.
you're not the only person.
Like even now I'm thinking about it and I'm getting a little bit emotional because I'm reminding myself of how I was. But I'd see these guys and I'd be like, I'm so happy. And people come up to me, that's your boy. Yeah. Ain't that the one you brought to MK? Nigel Ung, I brought him to MK. And he wasn't famous. He wasn't Uncle Roger at the time. I got messages. Bro, I just saw Nigel Ung. Oh, I'm going to Nigel Ung's show. Oh, Nigel Ung. I turned my phone off for about fucking 3 weeks. I said, why the fuck is everyone telling me about Nigel Ung? I know he's doing well. Do you know what I'm saying? And it broke me down. And I was like, I'm going to do some drugs now. That's literally how you feel. Yeah.
Bro, I had that, right? And you're going to look at me and go, why would you say that? Bro, I had that. I had that when I was watching loads of my comedy peers.
It's weird though, isn't it?
And you don't know, you're like one phone call away from a good thing coming for you for the next few months, right? I've had that where I've been watching my comedy peers and I'm so happy that they're there where they are. Yeah. But there's a part of me sitting there going, but what about me? What's going on? How come? I've been grafting, I've been putting in the time and the effort and the work. But then there'll be another week or another month or another set of time where I'm like, I'm good. And I feel like even though my peers are doing what they're doing, I'm doing my thing. Yeah. And people are looking at me going, rah, look at Aurie. Like Micky said at the beginning, I seem to be all over the gaff, right? Because I'm working. For me, there are times that I feel like I'm chasing a rabbit, whereas everyone else has grabbed theirs. And it does get painful. Everyone goes through that. And I guarantee even the names that you've mentioned will feel that way when they're looking at the other rabbit they want to chase. It's crazy
though, isn't it?
Because it is mad.
At first, I thought to myself, what? Like I used to beat myself up. Like, why do I feel like this? Like, these are my brethrens, man. Yeah. These are either the guys that I've championed, I'm still championing.
It's not them you're angry at. It's you looking at yourself going, when am I going to feel like I'm doing something?
Exactly. Yeah. And I had to get rid of that sort of, I had to just be happy for myself. I had to do things for me. I feel at one point I just started doing things because I thought, well, this is what people want me to do. So I was just doing whatever it was, going to places, doing things that I thought, oh, this will put me on the next. Never did. And instead of me, like, how am I 9-10 years in doing my first hour?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Do you know what it looks like? It looks to me from the outside as peaks and troughs, but in your game, no peaks and troughs are. When they're high, they're high. When they're down,
exactly, because he was talking about like being on the panel show. That's television. Yeah. That seems like a mad high for a lot of people.
Yeah, you can feel like you've got that. You've taken 10 steps forward, right? And you think this is it. This is where I'm going to break through. And then 2 days later, you're back to where you were.
Because bro,
right?
even doing that show, I'm sitting next to Kojo, who had just done X Factor, and he's on X Factor. What am I talking about? Britain's Got Talent, and he's doing all these tours and stuff. And on the other side, I got Judy Love. Yeah. And then I got Jimmy Akinbola, who's in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air now. Yeah. On the other side, I've got Colin Sutton, some runner. And then I got, and I'm just going tomorrow. I'm gonna, I think, or some Colin black guy,
Jackson,
old guy, handsome brother.
Colin Jackson. Did you just say some runner, Colin Jackson?
No, I don't. Sorry, no, I didn't know his name. I didn't realize.
Colin Jackson,
the old black guy.
The hurdlist, Colin Jackson. Don't say some.
Oh, does he hurdle?
He does running and hurdling.
Yeah, not some. No, not some.
I'm not Colin Jackson.
So no, I'm not downplaying it.
Wait,
but to be honest,
you don't know who we're talking about.
Thank you, because the only black runner I knew was Linford Christie. So
they were the same time. Never mind. You know.
Yeah, but he was light skinned and Linford was black.
I'm not an athletic kind of guy, bro. Okay. I don't really follow any of that.
All right, I'll let you.
Yeah, and that's
big
what it
man
was.
Like Colin Jackson.
I knew Linford Christie though was popular, but I didn't know Colin. And that was it. So I'm sitting and I'm going, oh my god, I'm among stars. Yeah. Tomorrow I'm gonna go back. Not tonight. I'm gonna do a few lines. I'm not going to sleep now because I was so upset about the company. I'm in between these guys doing so well.
I suppose when you're up there as well, you've got a fear of going back again.
Yeah, and that's why I didn't perform. I was so
you're reminded.
Yeah,
it was. I couldn't be myself on the show, and you see it. Even if you see it, you're like, that's not Jimmy. Because the whole time I'm going, this is shit, man. I'm on here, yeah, great. But these men are going to go back to this morning tomorrow. He's going to go on tour the next day. This guy's doing this. Whereas I'm not, I've got fuck all booked in for the next 4 months.
Bro, do you know what? I know exactly that feeling.
Yeah,
and I've done it where, do you know I used to feel it the most when I'm doing warm-up for other people?
Yeah.
I've been invited to do warm-up for shows that I've been on the next season. But the first season when I'm not on it and I'm doing warm-up and I'm seeing my peers around me.
Yeah.
Bro, I've said this story. I don't think I've said it on the pod, but I'll say it to you guys now. There was one time I was doing warm-up. It was for right? Oh. See, as soon as I said it, you're like, but why would you do warm-up for that show? I'd expect to see you on it.
100 million%, yeah.
So I was doing warm-up for the first season, and I remember one time there was a dropout. I think one of the people when one of the teams dropped out because she couldn't make it down that day. Yeah. So they were scrambling. Who could we get to get on here last minute? I'm there doing warm-up. Several of the people who are at the show, get Aurie, he's right there. And the production like, oh, we don't know, not sure. He's doing the warm-up. You have to have a guy doing warm-up. They're like, you're down a person. Get Aurie, he's right there.
Yeah.
Right? They didn't. They ended up calling in someone else. I won't say his name, but there's another comedian.
I really want to know who.
I'll tell you off mic.
Okay.
Because if I say this wrongly, it will sound like I'm putting him down. And this is a friend of mine. I don't want to do that. Fair. They got another comedian who, at that particular point, wasn't doing much. One, and two, is a friend, is a peer who even he came up to me and said, why did they just get you while you're here?
And you know, that's what I love about us guys, you know, comedy peers.
We're very straight up with that stuff.
Yeah.
So he said that to me and I said, bro, they don't want me on there and so on. That's fine. They asked me to do warm up again for another season. I said, no.
That's really, really surprising.
Bro, but that's how some people place you. So you can imagine in that moment, when they've placed you there, you're sitting there questioning yourself. Am I even that good? Am I good enough? Am I dope? Am I even funny? And why is it my peers are on the panel show that you guys are asking me to warm up for? That's a horrible feeling.
When I done Sorry I Didn't Know, you know, I had comedians asking me, how come you got that? And I was like, bro, I'm going to be honest, I can't tell you. Because even I'm shocked that
whoever asked you that is an idiot.
Yeah, well, I won't tell you who wasn't. But okay, I used to get asked like, oh, bro, you're on something. I'm like, yeah. They're like, oh. Okay, and I do it, and even at some point I started doubting myself, like, yeah, you know what? Actually, why am I on here? And why isn't like even you, bruv? You ain't done Sorry I Didn't Know. How?
All right, I'll tell you this. They asked me to do warm up for it. I said no.
How? I done season 1. Me done season 1 and 2. He doing what, bruv? If you done warm up and I was on, I would have told them I'ma do the warm up.
Do you want me to be honest? Do you want me to be honest from an external,
I would have swapped it round.
Completely external point of view?
Go on.
Yeah, I'm going to say something here. You need to give yourself some goddamn credit.
Facts.
From the outside, yeah, your self-talk, bro.
Big facts.
Negative, man. You're owning shit, man. Maybe not right now, but you have done and you will do in the future. Yeah. It's a matter of accepting that instead of saying to myself, why not this and why not that?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's very negative, man. I think to myself, God damn it, you've achieved shit.
Yeah.
It's really
embrace
hard.
It.
And thank you so much for that. You man are going to make me a little bit emotional, but it's really nice to hear that because I don't hear it. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't hear that. I don't know that. That's what I'm saying. Like
I don't know who you are from Adam until you walked through the door today, right? And I'm telling you right now, from what just from being here within this conversation, is you're a front runner with these people.
Yeah, you're
up there, but you don't allow yourself to be up there mentally. Do you get me?
And I think that's why I started seeking therapy. I needed to figure out what was going on with me.
Yeah,
I think it was like, if you were doing warm up on the day that I would have told Fraser, get my man on the panel, I'll do the warm up because I would not have understood how that worked out. Honestly, bro. But I think, like you said, I think I have just been in this hole where I kind of feel like it's just me. Like I'll be honest, when the comedy caf, when I was at the comedy caf, right, comedians would inbox me every single day. If it was to get a 5 spot, if it was to offer me a spot at their gig so I can get them a spot at the caf, every day. When I lost the caf, bro, nobody even called me for about 4 weeks.
Because it wasn't self-serving for them anymore.
Do you know what I mean? But for me, it was like, where's all my friends gone? I had like 6 or 7, like you, Jamali, Elliot. I still spoke to a few people, but it weren't, you know, it was just, hey, how you doing? It was just catching up. And the more time me saying, oh, congrats. You know what I mean? Whereas, I don't know, maybe I I think I got pushed to the front quite quickly in my career. I mean, I went from not doing Shepherd's Bush because very much like Nico, I was doing white rooms for so long. When he asked me to come and do Shepherd's Bush, I pussied out last minute, and it was in a shisha bar.
I remember.
Yeah, it was all Somalians, and I was like, well, fuck that. I just been rushed by the Somalians. I ain't going to do a show with it. I'm not going to make them laugh. How am I going to make them laugh? So I doubted myself. I've been doubting myself since then. I was like, I can't do the show. It's too. And then I done a hideaway.
Yeah,
because I pussied out of your show and I said no, I can't. How can I not do shows in front of black people? Done a hideaway and I died a terrible death. Willie Robo didn't pronounce my name right. Stammerin was flashing me from 3 minutes in. It was a flipping horrendous ordeal. I had a black woman
at the time. At the time, you don't know that sometimes that room or a room can be the reason why it's a horrible atmosphere.
But it wasn't. Yeah, but it's not black people.
You think it's you, innit?
Yeah, it's not black people. It's just a room.
The room, and it's one room because we're not monolithic. We are all different people. But sorry, carry on.
It was that. Sorry, you're right. It was just one room, and then I think I stopped. It's just little things, and I think I've been very much like okay, cool, this is good, but something's gonna happen that's gonna fuck everything up. Exactly, and I think I've always had that back of my mind.
That self-doubt
will keep you down,
bro. Yeah, it eats you up, right? Like I've been there before, especially with fighting, man, where you think to yourself, I'm in a position where there's other boxers in Bedford, other professional boxers now in Bedford, and I'm constantly not looking at these people. I'm constantly seeing these people pop up on my socials and shit, and I think, yo, am I up there? Am I doing? And then you realize that you're in a hole, and the longer you're in the hole, the deeper it gets, and the harder it is to get out.
Yeah.
As soon as you're aware of that hole, bro, you're out of it. As soon as you're aware you're in it, you're out of it. You get me?
Yeah.
So I decided, you know what? Fuck that shit. I'm gonna own it. I'm gonna be like, screwed a lot of them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the fucking front runner. I'm gonna be the guy who tells himself he's the best and tells other people that he's gonna make it, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, you've already been there,
bro.
Like, I'm not even there yet. You've already been there,
and you've owned other things that have been negative about you. Right? You need to own the positives. If you can own the negatives, like he's saying about owning the things that you've done and achieved, and even the negatives that have happened that you've overcome, right? If you're able to own that stuff and take it in your stride, bro, you become Teflon.
That's exactly what the show is about.
Yeah?
It's me owning all my bullshit, talking about it, putting it out there in the public for people to really, really like. I'll never be vulnerable on stage and because bruv, I've had people around me that thought I was that guy, and they're like, oh, Jimmy, get us into there. I brought a bag of man to the 2019 Wembley Box Park. Remember that? But all of these men that were just leeching, bruv, they were just there because they thought, oh, he's bridging with Mo, bridging with Aurie, bridging with all these men. He can put man on. And when I didn't realise that, I just thought, yeah, man, my guys.
Yeah.
But then things happen, you think, right, these men ain't got me, bro. Because then as soon as things stop, they don't holler you no more. And if anything, they're onto you now. It's just like, oh, you remember that time you went out? And I paid for your meal? Yeah, you need to run that £75 back. And you're like, what's going on?
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Yeah, like what? But I didn't realise that. I've allowed people for about 7 years to just be in my life when they shouldn't have bbeen. And I think just year by year, it just dragged me. Which is why I've got so much. Exactly. So it's me just trying to work myself out of all of the shit we spoke about at the start. And
what could we do? Like,
bro,
what can we do?
What do you mean?
Like, what could we do? What could we do to help with everything that's going on with you now?
We're talking.
Just talking.
We're talking about it. That's all it is. All I needed to do is I needed like an outsource, like a source to just sort of just go. Like usually I use you as sort of like a person that I could just lay my problems on and just say, oh, bro, look, this is what's going on.
Yeah.
But lately I've just said, you know what, James? Scrap everything. Get yourself back working. Get yourself back into a routine.
Yeah.
And then naturally, you're funny. You're naturally, because without being big-headed, I'm funny. So naturally, the jokes will just
come through.
Yeah. I spent 3 years doing the same set because I was not inspired. I was not inspired, which is why I'd stop. Whenever sometimes you'd send out the texts to do box. I can't do it. I've got the same.
I noticed you stopped sending them.
Haven't written. Yeah, because I hadn't written anything.
But bro, that's what Box Parks was for. Is to come down and just work the rust off and to inspire you to write again.
But I couldn't. Nothing was inspiring me, bro. Getting out of bed. If I knew I had to come and do Box Park, the only way I'm getting on that train is doing drugs because I don't want to get up.
Wow.
So I need the line because it sort of injects you with energy. It almost injects you with a fake being. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like you do
courage,
it.
Isn't it?
Yeah, and that's why you see why men are all ump, they want to fight.
Yeah,
it's because of that
courage,
stuff.
Yeah,
it's like you do it, and then suddenly you're like, I am funny. I am funny, but it enhances however you're feeling. So what was happening was I was doing it and then going, I'm that guy. You're feeling low as well. And then suddenly I'm sad.
You're feeling all the lows as well. Sad. Damn.
So I'd be on the train, in the toilet, in the train, 2 cubicles, like, I hate my life. I hate my life. But I've got to get positive, get in the mood. Right, you got to get in the toilet, do the lines. I get to Wembley, I'm wired off my nut. I get to shows and I'm just wired. I think I've done backyard and I don't do it anymore. I've done backyard, done on Thursday at backyard. I've done that same process, died on my ass. Because I didn't do any bits, I was just talking. I think I was just letting loose on the audience, just talking, no jokes, just, yeah, man. But my day's been crazy, man. Just took 5 minutes. And I come off and Dave Ward was like, what was that? And I was like, comedy, my guy, comedy. And I dipped. I just dipped. That's comedy, bro. Dipped, gone. What the fuck is wrong with me, man? Wow. So I'm saying, so all of these, like, even that's a relationship I probably need to build back up again with Backyard, because that it was only one show, but I really tanked the room and I didn't care about it. I tanked the room and I just dipped like it was nothing. Like sometimes if you're down your ass, it's like, oh, well, we see what he was trying to do. Yeah. It's not his fault he died. The jokes just weren't funny, but he'll come back and be funny next time because we know he's funny. They booked me to be funny and I've gone on there like, fuck, you're funny. I've got problems. Do you know what I'm saying? And I did that. No buyer. Yeah, man. So boom. Just walked. That's what I did with your one. Just walk. Put the mic back in. Come on stage. They tried to stop me on the way out. But you know, the way I was feeling was like, bro, don't touch me. I'll smack you in your... Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Dave, I'll punch every man up in it, you know. Get off me, bro. I'm leaving. That's the whole, like the negative whole. So when people see me and they think, oh, Jimmy, you're that guy, man. You're doing... Bro, I was just smiling. They don't see everything else, And that's why I just stopped. I stopped posting online. I stopped doing everything because I'm like, I need to concentrate on writing. So I stopped posting video. I used to do these videos just religiously because I thought that's what I had to do.
Yeah, I remember, He was telling me about just keep your socials up and stuff.
Just stopped. I need to think, because I wasn't doing this socials for me. I wasn't doing it for me. I wasn't doing it because it made me happy or I thought it would do anything for my career. I was doing it because I thought that's what people wanted.
Yeah.
I just said, fuck it, man. I don't concentrate on my own happiness first and find out where my own happiness is and find out what makes me tick again. Because my daughter, at one point, was the only thing keeping me going. I'd have killed myself a long time ago if I were her. Mum's life. I'd have ended it years ago. But then I have her almost every weekend, so she'll turn up and just be like, Dad, I need you. And then she won't say it, but it'll just be like, Dad, can you help me with this? And then I think, I can't let her cry up without Dad the way I did, so.
There's people around you that you don't realise need you.
Get me? Thanks, man.
They do.
Yeah, and that's it. But you don't realise that at the time, innit? You just...
Bro, I heard this quote probably 10 years ago. It's Martin Luther King Jr., yeah?
Yeah.
The ultimate measure of man is not where he stands in times of comfort and convenience, but where he stands in times of conflict and controversy.
Amen, yeah.
And bro, that's where you're at.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And you're on the other side of it.
Yeah, well,
you ain't in there no more, bro. You're on the other side of it. You're halfway there. You just come here and sat and talked for an hour and a half, openly.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Some man can't... They can't talk openly like this. Do you get me?
Like, don't get me wrong, not everybody's a dick. Like, I've got some people in my life, you know, so I got my partner, and I got people in my brother, my mum, my sisters. I got family. I got people that I've now zeroed in on. Like, okay, this is my support system. Give me my friends, my support system right here. Just stop looking for happiness where it doesn't, where it isn't.
Facts.
Yeah, stop going out there, finding friends off the roads or people you've known and just thought, yeah, man, he can do something for me. Like, he can provide me with this. I just I've locked off a bunch of people. You can't call my phone. I didn't even bother sorting out my contract. I just left it. Fuck the phone. I use WhatsApp, and then that way, people can't get hold of me. Like, if I need them, I turn my WhatsApp on, contact them there, and then I turn my Wi-Fi back off. I've literally shut myself off for ages. But now that I'm writing this hour, it's kind of provided me with a sense of being again, like, these jokes are kind of banging, you know, like, these jokes work. And it's just like, you know, I'm sort of finding your happiness again. And,
man.
You know what I'm saying? I see my daughter, she's all big and that, kicking ball, she's cold. And I'm just like, you know what? Life isn't that bad, bro. You allowed it to be. Do you know what I'm saying? You put yourself in positions and in places that you didn't need to be. You was places that, you know, and so it's just coming to the realizations and things and going, okay, cool, this is what I need to change about myself. Get that done and concentrate on everything else. You know
if you could go back, to right at the beginning where you can, because you've got a point in your head, you can see it spiraling, right?
100%, yeah.
You could go back and be in the room and say one sentence to that guy.
What would it be?
Save your money.
Save your money.
Honestly.
When the adverts paid you.
Save your money, because you know what? Or just do something with it, because you know what? I think that was a lot of the reason why I spiraled. Not a lot of the reason, but I rinsed the money so fast that when I didn't have any, I leaned on other people to back it for me. So like I'd borrow people money or whatever, I'd help people do things, and I'd be like, I'd start moving mad in trying to get it back, or I'd chill with people who I knew I didn't need peas. They'll pattern it because they're drug dealers or whatever, or they do this or that and the third or whatever, I don't know. I started chilling with the wrong people. When I had the money, I started chilling with the wrong people. I should have stayed here. But I had the peas and I thought, okay, cool. This isn't a company I'll keep anymore because I've got peas now. Let me go chill with these man. But these men don't care about me. They care about peas, money. You get me? And I couldn't provide any of that. And I don't know. Honestly, if I could say one thing to myself, it would just be take time, patience. Just take time. I think one thing happened, and I just expected success off the back of it. Whereas now I know that one thing doesn't automatically lead to another. You got to work, man. You have to. You can't stop working. You have to keep working. You have to keep writing. As a comic anyway, you got to keep writing, keep working, keep putting yourself out there. You know, I got one big thing. I done the pranksters, and sorry, I didn't know when I said, "Oh, I'm established now." They know me. They know me. They're gonna pick up their phones for me. I don't have to go out of my way to.
And that's just the beginning. It's not the end. You have to grow. That's when you start the hard
That's the beginning. That's not even like. It's not a series.
That's when the momentum starts.
I'm saying it's not a series.
Going,
It was a one-off show that I thought, I'm changing my number now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am that guy now, and that's. I stopped working. I stopped working as hard because I didn't think I needed to. I thought, well, industry knows me now. I stopped working. Keep going, James. That's what I would say to myself. Keep going, bro. This isn't the be or end all. This is just the start. This don't mean shit.
Keep going and put that graft.
This don't mean
grinding,
shit.
Yeah.
If I knew that they weren't going to see me again until the following November, I would have sorry for keeping everyone.
We're gonna.
Bro, I think what you'll do is, what people would, or you're definitely going to resonate with even one person and will listen to this.
I really hope to do that, and I hope to do that with my hour as well. I haven't even got a name for it yet, but I've written the whole hour out, and it's literally just about my mental health journey and me being a person. I put myself in that. I was the reason why I was in that. Nobody else's fault. So all the lashing out at people, apologize to everyone for that. It was no one's fault but my own. So the show's all about just realizing where it went wrong and what I'm doing now and the reasons why I'm doing it. Because it's mainly for the 12-year-old I got at home. You get me? A lot of them are my reasons for living is her. So I've got to make sure I pattern up properly that so the last few years that she's had, that never happens again.
Understood.
She's proud of you, dude.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
I love that girl, man.
Come on.
I love that girl, man.
Yo, I'm happy to. I want to leave this as Jimmy's episode rather than doing any other game stuff, and so I'm going to leave it at that because that was powerful.
Okay.
Nah. Honestly, that's powerful. As I got a couple ideas what we're going to do with the beginning and the end of this, because it's important that your message has not just been like for you, but anyone who's heard it that might be going through the same thing.
I'm hoping that,
bruv, who also don't even know that there are people you can speak to. I'm going to try and find some numbers that I can just throw out. So I'll do
please do. Let people know. Let people know that. You get me? The therapy's all proper looked down upon in the black community. People starting to think like talking to someone's weak.
Bro, my whole show, Green, the one I just
still
did.
Need to come and see that, bro.
Bro, it's I'm doing it in Edinburgh, and then afterwards it's being released just online because I've recorded it in March, and 50-60% of the show is literally about therapy. That's why this is one of the T-shirts from the show.
I remember you said it to me. You told me on the phone. Yeah. I remember when you were writing it.
It's gonna be that. So yeah, I'm here, bruv. If you need help with writing that one as well, because it's easy to write your own show for yourself. Hard to find someone else you can go, does this make sense when you're talking about topics like therapy and mental health stuff? Because there are people that know tidbits, but then not everyone's done therapy or gone through the work or had that breakdown. Anything I can do, anything Micky can do, anything we can do as respectfully or just as individuals to help you with this, more than happy
with an hour, 100%. You've done about 9 hours, bruv. I am lacking. So I need all the help in the world with this hour. I've still not even performed it. I'm still waiting.
Bro, you got to just work out the bits. Literally, it's not really a formula, but everyone's got their own way of doing this. But the best formula I can give, which is close to one, go and do open mics, work out the bits, because each joke is, your whole hour is not going to be one joke. It's going to be loads of little bits that formulate a joke, right? Or formulate a story.
Yeah.
Go and do these open mic bits, throw in new bits at each point that you can, work out the bits, pop up everywhere that you can with as much as much times as you can. It's going to be a long graph because it's, especially where we live, it's the travel getting around. Do that. Yeah. Ask everybody, look, can I just get 5 on your show or 10 on your show just so I can get my head around stuff?
Numbers ain't even an issue no more, but I'm doing 15 seaters on that, bruv. Yeah. 15 people in the room just to talk to them, yeah.
Bro, do that. Like the work in progresses that I've been doing have been anywhere between like 15 people and 50 people, or even up to 100, which is on a good one. But work in progress is that. The hardest rooms are the ones which got less people in there. Right, because you got to be able to make them engage and laugh and not feel bored the whole hour. And if you can work that work in progress to make that tight, when you do it in a big room, it is easy. The time will fly in that big room because you've worked the small room. So we got to get you on some more of them. You have to reply to more.
Well, now I'm in a position to reply.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know what I'm saying? But at the time, it was just like, nope.
Bro, them laugh in the boxes are there ready for you. That's what they're there for, man.
Yeah, no, 100%. And I think now that I've finally finished writing, because I only finished it like last week or the week before.
Okay.
Now that I've finally finished actually writing that hour, not performing, just writing, making sure it's an hour.
Yeah.
It's probably about 45, 50 minutes. But now I can say, okay, cool, I'm going to take bits that I've written and then perform them blockbusters. So I'll look out for the texts and you'll start hearing it. And then probably them days I'll come to you and say, yo, bro, does that make sense? Yeah, we could discuss it then. But yeah, that's all it is, bro. That's what's been going on. That's why I've not been seen lately. People, Jimmy, where you been?
You take your time.
This is where I've been.
Take your time.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to figure out my life and figure out my relationships and just get myself back to the person that people know of and when I was happiest. You know?
I hear that.
I'm just trying to get back to that at the moment, yeah.
How do people follow you on socials? What's the page?
It's Jimmy James Jones Gram on Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm on TikTok's decent, you know? You know what I like
still
TikTok?
getting into it.
You know what I like about TikTok? TikTok, you don't have real fans on TikTok. People don't really love you on TikTok. You see, there's videos of people going viral on TikTok, like millions of followers on TikTok, but they do meet and greets and no one turns up.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
It happens.
Wow, man.
But I went viral on that. I think 124, the only video I've ever had over 124,000 views, over 100,000 views. And I was like, what? Let me bust this on Insta. What, like
no
100,
one cares.
150?
No one
like,
cares.
What the hell is going on?
It's a different energy.
What is going on?
It's a different format, bro. What's the TikTok though? What is it? What's yours?
So that TikTok is just Jimmy James Jones. Jimmy James Jones 0. Because someone took Jimmy James Jones, which is really, really annoying. Because nobody should have that name. So it's a stupid long name. Why does anyone have that? It's like Aurie Styla. I will never ever meet another Aurie.
I've met one.
What?
I've met one, but it's spelled differently though. He's O-R-E. But yeah, I've met one. Not Styla though.
O-R-E.
O-R-E, like Aurie or Aurie.
Oh, okay, like or.
Yeah.
E. Oh,
yeah. Aurie, but yeah.
Yeah. No, so yeah, that's Jimmy James Jones 0 on TikTok, but Insta, and then just Jimmy James Jones on Twitter. So it's just Jimmy James Jones and then Gram.
Cool.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Aurie Styla's Respectfully Pod. Big shout out to my guest, Jimmy James Jones. Thank you very much for coming out. It's been a Micky, heartfelt one, this one, isn't it?
Good, man.
This is my favourite one so far.
Thanks, yeah, but like you said,
favourite one so far.
So I hope you enjoyed it, but you took something away from it.
Amen.
Yeah, for sure, man.
All right, guys, we are out of here. Big up yourselves and boom.
You weren't wrong about that bamboo, but that really brought it out, man.
Do you know what? See, I feel bad now because I gave you the drink and that's what's happened. I forget 2 things, right? One, I repeat, one thing, because I'm gonna edit the other one in there like a little ad thing and so on. But follow us. We actually have an Instagram page. Respectfully Pod.
Oh my God, we do.
Yeah, Respectfully Pod.
Oh my God, we do.
Yeah. Bro, I was delaying making one. I was just so busy, but we have one. Follow up. I need to sign up. What's wrong with me? All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Respectfully Pod. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to not just the YouTube channel, but all of the podcast channels that you listen to us on. Subscribe. The more that you subscribe, the more people get to hear great episodes like this one. And also follow us on social media on Instagram. It is at Respectfully Pod. You can follow me at Aurie, A-U-R-I-E, Styla, S-T-Y-L-A. Micky, what's the gram?
Inside. It's Micky_Mills, M-I-C-K-Y_M-I-L-L-S.
And the Viking.
And my content creation my content creation business is Viking Visuals 1. No, it's not. Just Viking Visuals, not the 1. Fucking every time.
You don't remember, do you? Your own pages.
No. Follow me on TikTok, man. Follow me on TikTok. I'm trying to blow up.
Nice.
I'm trying to go. I'm up 999% this month.
My guy.
Go. You're one of them guys. Analytics.
Yeah, bro.
Analytics.
There's got to be a science behind it, man. I'm trying to do it, but yeah, follow me up. Trying to go viral. get a TikTok fight or a YouTube fight where I can beat the life out of someone who doesn't know how to fight.
Yeah.
Make a lot of money
before
out
you
of
go,
it.
what one celebrity that you would fight that's feasible? I mean, everybody's fighting now. You're
bro.
flipping Cousins moving mad.
Yeah.
He's got the boxing
know,
thing
man.
every
Exactly,
Sunday
yeah,
smoke.
he's
I think
wild,
he's
yeah.
moving mad. Big up him. Anyone.
Yeah, he's ready for
not
anyone.
one particular person you would fight.
Jake Paul, man, in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Slap that
happen.
boy up.
I would
He
love
was
you.
Jake.
I'd love if you fucked him up.
I'd slap that speech impediment off his face.
Oh my God.
I hate that guy, bro. Sign me up. Sign me up.
I'm gonna at him. I'm gonna
At him on that one. We should cut this little clip. Who would you want to fight? Jake Paul. Send it to him. Oh my God. And listen, this is Respectfully Pod. We will catch you again next week. Peace.
Peace.
Respectfully.